On top of, I will add, if you want to speak to this, there was a lot of National Weather Service warnings, if you will, about the winds a few days before. So it wasn't like it was completely unprepared from that standpoint.
So let's go back a couple of years when we had the hurricane in the summer. I think it may have been summer of 23, I believe. And we were getting warnings, and I think Karen Bass even called for a national or a state of emergency. And what that did was it allowed her to be prepared and get resources from other jurisdictions, other counties. I don't know, maybe she got federal and state resources to be on the ground ready in case the hurricane caused damage. It turned out that it was a lot of rain. It wasn't a significant situation, and a lot of these resources weren't necessary. So you fast forward that 2 years later, and we got a lot of weather reports, like you said, that we were going to have hurricane type winds, but the state of emergency was not called until later that evening. So the fire started around 10:30 in the morning. My understanding, the state of emergency was not called until, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 p.m. that evening. And from my understanding, had she called the state of emergency earlier that morning or even a day or two before, she would have been able to call resources from other counties and other states to be prepared. The LA Times had an article saying that even the LA County Fire Department had the ability to station fire trucks around the hillside area and would have uh, prevented the spread of the fire. Um, you have that. You've got a reservoir that is dedicated to the Palisades that was completely dry. And what is so frustrating to me and my neighbors is that the amount of the bid to repair that reservoir was about $130,000, and it was offline for a year. Uh, there was a layer that was a covering, a protective covering, because it's drinkable water that was ripped, and bird poop was getting into the water, and so they needed to fix that protective coating or layering. 12, 14 months went by without having water in that reservoir.